Hi, my name is Stephanie from GastroBaby, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Beaba BabyCook Duo. So I'm going to show you how to use the product. I used the single version of this when I was weaning my little girl, and I found it absolutely fantastic. Now that I've got two of them, and it's coming up to weaning time soon, I'm really looking forward to having the two jugs so that I can make 2 meals at one time. Anyway, let me show you how it works. It's really, really simple and easy. So first off, you take out the jug from the side that you want to use. You can cook with both sides at the same time, but you can only cook one side and mix one side at the same time. But if you wanted to mix both sides, then you have to do one first, then the other. So today I'm going to make some sweet potato puree, which is probably one of the first purees I'm going to try when I start weaning my little one in a couple of weeks' time. So I take the jug here, and on the side you'll see it's got marks 1, 2 and 3. That's for different foods, so since it's going to cook very quickly, you fill up to number 1, middle number 2 and 3, so 3 is something like potatoes, or if I'm going to make a portion of salmon and potatoes and broccoli for my older one, I'd also use level 3. So first things first, let's fill that up to level 3 because we're cooking some potatoes. And then, once we've got the correct amount, we then fill the reservoir on the side that we're going to cook with. So let's just quickly pour the water in there. Like that. Let's attach the jug, so that's all ready to go. Next up is the basket that's found inside the jug. We're going to put the little cubes of sweet potato in there. It advises to cut them up into around 1 centimetre cubes, so they're give or take around that. So let's pop those in there. Oops. Like that. We then pop the basket into the jug, click the lid down, and we're going to be cooking on this side, so we press the button there and it lights up. It'll probably take around 15 minutes to steam the potatoes, so I'm going to leave that going. In the meantime, I'm going to show you a couple of other bits and pieces that come with the BabyCook that are also quite useful. There's a rice and pasta cooker, so you can put rice and pasta in either side. You could buy one of those, 2 of those. There's also this little thing here which is fantastic for when you're out. It's the equivalent of an Ella's tube, but of Ella's pouch, but you can actually fill that with puree, so while you're out and about you've got puree in hand for your little one. And there's also this little thing here which you can put spices and herbs in, so if you want to cook with added flavour, pop them in there and they don't go straight into the food, so if your little one's not ready to eat them directly, you can still get all of the flavour, but they obviously don't get the lumpy bits and that texture. Anyway, I'm going to leave that to cook. It'll probably take around 15 minutes. Let's see how we get on. So you will have just heard it beep and the light has gone out, which means that it's all ready and cooked. So now I'm going to show you how to blend the puree on the other side. For a start, be careful when you open it because the steam may well come out. Just open that side like that. We'll take the jug off. And then on the back there is this little thing, which means that you can lift out the basket without burning your hands. Let's pop that down for a minute. Then I'm going to open the other side, take out the basket, and I'm going to tip in the cooked potato into this jug here. Let's put that over there. Then you put on one of these lids, so that stops any of the liquid or the food spilling out when you're blending it. Clip the lid into place and turn the dial to the right to blend. So it's still a little bit lumpy. What I like to do is use the liquid from cooking to thin it down a bit and make it a little bit smoother. The good thing about the steaming and using the Beaba is that all the nutrients and any of the excess water that comes off during the cooking process is still kept in the jug, so you can then use it in the food. So let's add a bit more water to that. Put the lid back on. Push that down and let's give it another go. cooking much better. As you can see, we've got a nice smooth puree in there. And pop some in a bowl, let it cool down, and it's ready to give to your little one. Alternatively, you can spoon this out and put it into a freezer tray and freeze it in portion sizes. So just pop them out of the freezer, defrost, and they're ready for whenever you need them. There's also a portion controller which you can buy from Beaba, so you can measure out just how much you're giving your baby on each feed. It's very helpful. And when it comes to cleaning, it looks like it's quite a tricky bit of equipment. It's actually not at all. Simply pour out the water. The blades also come out. You simply unscrew from the bottom and the top, like that. So you can clean the blades, you can clean the containers, wash the lids, wash the baskets, and it's all ready to use again. So there you go. That's my quick review on how to use the Beaba BabyCook Duo.